Thanks to the sponsors of this episode, Forged Irish Stout, an unbelievably smooth, creamy stout by Conor McGregor, the UFC legend. Not here to take part, but here to take over, Forged Irish Stout is on a mission to become the biggest Irish stout. Conor McGregor has taken over the whiskey game, now he's about to take over the stout game. Available in Asda from midsummer. Me and my guests will be enjoying a few cans in the next few episodes. If you fancy checking it out too, make sure you hit the description below and find out where you can get Forged Irish Stout. I've got a cracking young goalkeeper here that has recently been named in the League One Team of the Year. Please welcome Mike Cooper of Plymouth.
Crazy few days since we got the title, yeah. And as soon as we got there, the police, mate, it was all getting police. He had to put us in a little back room because everyone was just getting mobbed.
There's a great picture of you getting hoisted above someone's shoulders.
Yeah, well, the physio wasn't happy. Alison's up there as well for me. Yeah, them two are leading the way, I think. I think a few of the lads will be on it at Heathrow, I'll be honest. Just to hop on a yacht like that and go around the Sound and the Barbican was mental. We beat Ipswich at home and then we followed up by beating Sheffield Wednesday at home. DJ Rusky. So you've gone 3-0 goalies, but is he going for fours? No one wanted to go and goal. Just threw my hand up, went in. Oh, mate, my wrist used to just be like
battered,
smashed to pieces. Yeah. Especially like when we played Chelsea last year. Made sure I kept them.
You kept 18 clean sheets in 46 games. That's mad. That
to see the way the club's reorganised itself from administration and almost, becoming extinct has been it's been a whirlwind. But no, we're finally back.
What a save from Mark Howard.
Here we go once again on the Yours Mine Away podcast with me, Mark Howard. Today I am joined by another top goalkeeper, but just before I let you know who that is, I also want to explain if there's any croakiness in my voice. I have recently just landed still from Vegas and I had already filmed last week's episode. So just giving you the heads up, if I make any mistakes, it's not my fault. It's still jet lag, we'll call it. Right, that being said, I've got a cracking young goalkeeper here that has recently been named in the League One Team of the Year. Please welcome Mike Cooper of Plymouth.
How you doing?
How you doing, mate?
No, good to see you.
Congratulations are in order.
Yeah, no, thank you. And yourself as well.
Yeah, cheers, thank you. Big promotion, yeah? First one?
First proper one, yeah.
You've been playing?
Yeah, first proper one I've been playing and building to. So, no, it's been a crazy few weeks, yeah.
Crazy few days?
Crazy few days since we got the title, yeah. It's, I think, like you say with your voice as well, it's it's been a bit of a carnage. So, the celebrations are in full flow and no, it's been unbelievable.
Right, we'll talk about the celebrations in a minute. Let me just say thank you to our sponsors, Forged Irish Stout, for sponsoring this episode of the pod, joining in the celebrations of a promotion with Mike himself as well. Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Well done.
They're not here to take part. They're here to take over. Right, Forged Irish Stout is owned by Conor McGregor and is on a mission to become the biggest Irish stout. It will be available in Asda halfway through the summer. Please drink responsibly. Right. Back to the promotion stuff, right? You've had 2 bank holiday weekends where you're already up. That must have been carnage.
Just like you say, on the we played on the Saturday first to go up, and everyone from the stadium just went straight to the Barbican. For those who don't know Plymouth, the Barbican is right on the seafront. It's got all the pubs. It's unreal for just getting everyone outside. And as soon as we got there, the police, mate, it was all getting police. He had to put us in a little back room because everyone was just getting mobbed. It was just nuts.
Thousands and thousands of people trying to join in the celebrations.
Yeah, just lifting everyone on their shoulders and everything. And then repeated it Sunday because it was bank holiday. So
why not? Yeah,
exactly. But no, the scenes are just as good as I've ever seen them. When you get a pitch invasion, it's just nothing better. To see that was
there's a great picture of you getting hoisted above someone's shoulders.
Yeah, well, the physio wasn't happy.
That's I was just about to mention this, right?
Yeah.
So you're currently injured.
Yeah.
You did your knee 3 months ago now.
Yeah.
Back walking without a brace, without crutches.
Yeah. Well, we've been on the Ultra-G treadmill, so
yeah, nice. Back running again, nice.
Yeah. We're up to 60% now body weight. So that was my excuse for being able to run on the pitch and get on someone's shoulders.
Why not?
I had to make the most of it. But no, I remember just looking over and he was just going like that. Get down, son. What are you doing?
Careful of that knee.
Yeah,
I'm surprised he didn't make you wear a brace just in case.
No, I haven't. I didn't even wear a brace after surgery. I was.
Sorry, just to tell people what you've done.
Oh yeah, so it was just a clean rupture of my ACL. I say but yeah, clean rupture of the ACL. Luckily, there was no damage around it, just a bit of bone bruising. Luckily, I had Andy Williams operate on me, best of the best. So I was really fortunate in that sense.
He's the most famous knee surgeon in football, I think, isn't he?
Yeah. No, as soon as they said we're sending you to him in 40th, I was over the moon. And he got me done a week and a half later. And since then, it's just been a road to recovery. Just doing what the physios tell me to do.
Yep. Right, so obviously you've been injured, right, the last few months. Is it hard because you're not part of the team? Obviously you've played the majority of the games this year. And another congratulations, by the way, for being named in League One Team of the Year.
Thank you.
Absolutely incredible achievement as well. Getting promoted, that, and then missing the last few months through injury. Must be frustrating, but also an unbelievable feeling.
Yeah, it's a really weird one. A lot of mixed emotions because it feels such a long time ago since I was playing. However, to get team of the year again and go up, it's a weird mix of emotions. But the other day I started thinking about the games I played, I was watching highlights again just to refresh the memory, and it was that it hit me that it was real, that part of a promotion. So no, it was good to look back on already,
mate. Although I didn't get injured, so I lost my place obviously to Ben Foster and Rob Lainton before them. So I've missed, I think, the last 10, 12 games, and like at the time you're thinking, I've done all the legwork, and then someone's come in, but as long as you get over the line, see, like I've said it before, but the feeling of getting promoted and playing a part, whether it was one game, 30 games, 50 games, it's just an incredible feeling. Don't happen a lot, mate.
No, exactly, and because I've been there for so long as well, it was just like I just don't care who plays, how we play, as long as we just keep winning and go up, and I was more than happy.
Is it for Plymouth, as it being a one-town club and that, you've come through the ranks there, that you must have felt a bit immortal that weekend of it being done?
Yeah, no, it did feel really special. I've seen a lot since I've been here. Joined in the Championship, like I think it's 14 years ago now. So I've seen us get back-to-back relegations, up, down, up again, and luckily we're finally back to where we belong. It's been a long road, but to see the way the club's reorganised itself from administration and almost becoming extinct has been it's been a whirlwind. But no, we're finally back, and I'm just happy to get going again next year.
Yeah, nice. Right, I'm going to kick on with our quiz now. Right, this is just a little quick fire quiz. Yeah, nice. Right, so it's all mainly goalie themed. Catch or parry?
Catch.
Yeah, has to be.
I had to think about it. I don't know.
What's your favourite pasty? An Oggy or an Ivor Dowdy?
Eva Dowdy.
Yeah.
What, Judy? That's what
Judy.
I say.
Is that with Judy?
Yeah.
That's the way I've read it here. Ben Tozer's obviously from down there as well. He's told me to ask some of these questions.
Honestly.
Are they really good?
Ridiculous. Mate, the little vans you have outside the stadium is just next level.
Yeah. Because you're sponsored by Ginster still, aren't you? Or was that? No, that was before.
That was before.
Yeah, that's a bit tragic, isn't it?
Not great, I'll be honest.
Yeah, they just jumped in on that bandwagon. Right, play short or kick it long?
Play short.
Yeah. You played modern keeper, ain't you? Not like me. Favourite ever goalkeeper?
Joe Hart in his pomp.
Nice, good
unreal,
choice.
Yeah.
That game against Barcelona away at Nou Camp.
Yeah, he was number one when I was growing up. So England number one as
well. Best keeper in the world right now?
Courtois.
Yeah,
mate. The amount of
he does make some saves.
Yeah, he makes some real big saves, and in the air, obviously, he's a joke. He's like 6'7", isn't he? So Alisson's up there as well for me.
Yep.
Them two are leading the way, I think.
Yeah, nice. Ketchup or mayo?
Mayo.
Long sleeve or short sleeve shirts?
Long sleeve, but with a firm on.
Underarm underneath.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Okay. Cream or jam first on your scones?
Cream.
Traditional, yeah?
Yeah. Heavy, isn't it?
Yeah, it has to. It holds the
that we can spread the jam.
It's hard to spread on the scone sometimes, but I'm exactly the same. Right, movie or box set?
Movie.
How tall are you?
6'2", my shoes on.
Yeah,
no, I suppose 6'1" though. Yeah.
Right, and last but not least, beer or cider?
Beer.
Yeah.
But there are some good ciders down where we are.
Or stout.
Or stout, yeah. Get that in. But no, there's a Rattler cider in Cornwall. He's good. Strong, but it's good.
Where are you off to now for celebrations then?
Vegas
As well.
following your footsteps.
We've just been talking about it off air. You're expecting a good time, and you will have a good time.
Well, you've just been telling me all about it, and it sounds unbelievable. So, the excitement's gone up now.
Yeah. Honestly, from the moment you get to the airport, the first, you've got a connection flight as well. None of the lads got giddy. We was all like a bit quite subdued, and then we landed in San Francisco. It's like, right, let's kick on now. Let's have a right go.
Yeah, I think a few of the lads will be on it at Heathrow, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Get on it, a little bit of a nap, and then back on it again. But I think I'm just going to have to wait.
Yeah.
I won't be able to bear it. Because you know what it's like when you drink before a flight and then you get hungover on the flight.
It's hard
there's no worse feeling.
You're either freezing on a plane or boiling. And if you're hungover, you are so sweaty.
Horrendous. So I think I'm going to save that bit.
Yeah, but you've got some good nights out planned and that.
Yeah.
You mentioned to me you ain't really been part of it because you've been injured and in the gym.
Yeah, I miss all the chat. So when they're talking about it in the change room, I'm missing half of it. Or even when they're away on the bus, because obviously they spent hours on the bus.
Yeah.
They're going through it all there. So I keep having to just get filled in every time. I'm like, what's that? Yeah. But no, Skipper Joe's sorted it all out. So
nice.
It's buzzing.
Yeah. I also wanted to ask, you did the open top boat, which hasn't really been done before. Yeah,
that's what you get with
that
living on the
sea.
sea.
That must be crazy. That.
Yeah, no, it was annoying because the weather wasn't great. It was so foggy, but no, just to hop on a yacht like that and go around the Sound and the Barbican was mental. And then rocking up, like there was so many people there lining the streets.
Because we did open top bus parade, and honestly, I was like, they can't get any better than this. Yeah. There's flares going off. Obviously, there's a picture of you also with a flare in your hand. Yeah. But you've been told off for that as well, haven't you?
Yeah, well, the owner hates pyros, and everyone was just there catching like that.
Nice.
No, it's unreal.
It's carnage. Yeah. How many people do you think were there? I think ours was suspected like 25 to 30,000 people, but it felt like everyone, you saw the same faces and like you'd meet them again.
I think it was a bit of that, yeah. I wouldn't say 20 to 25, but I'd definitely say about 15. Yeah. I think the weather probably put a few off. But yeah, once we got to the stadium, they all filled in the stands to do another trophy lift. So they all flocked from the Barbican to the stadium. It was unreal.
Yeah. And straight back out again.
Yes, yeah, straight back out again.
Nice. What about this season as a whole then? How do you sum it up for you?
Oh, it's tough because I ended so abruptly, but
if you must have I know the promotion bit will be the highlights, but is there a game this season that you remember thinking, wow, like that's the game that's kicked us on and made us win the league?
There's actually so many. Like we beat Ipswich at home, and then we followed up by beating Sheffield Wednesday at home.
Yeah, massive teams.
Came back from 2-0 away at Derby, 3-2. I think that was a bit of it gave us that belief that we are actually a good side, because that was only September I think as well. But we struggle so much against Wycombe, like teams like Wycombe who are strong and physical. So we went there 1-0, and for me that was like, right, we're a different team to last year because they rolled us over twice and kicked us out of the playoffs. So I think that was the game for me actually. 1-0 away. They battered us, but we scraped a win with a penalty. So I think that was probably it. Yeah,
there's always like moments in our season that you think, that was it. Like I remember obviously because the games that I played in, like I've lost it now. Gateshead away, the last 15 minutes of that, it's like sounds terrible, but like it was a hard game. But obviously Ben Foster's save for the penalty just changed our mentality. Like we'd gone on such a good run of winning games, and then we had to beat them to pretty much go up, and that was like, I think that if you could create TV history, like obviously the Welcome to Wrexham documentary might show that soon, I reckon. Yeah, no, it has to. It's an unbelievable moment that was. Yeah. Right, before we crack on, right, let's do our other quiz.
What a save from Mark Howard.
It's goalie or no goalie time. You've said that you've listened along before, so you should know about this. It's 5 international current goalkeepers and 5 made-up names from around the world. But as you can tell, I've made some of yours West Country themed. Yeah. Listeners can head over to our YouTube and follow the leaderboard, right? You ready? 1 point for each answer.
Yeah, come on then.
Yeah, you ready?
Bring it.
John Smeaton.
It's so hard. False.
No goalie.
No goalie,
No
yeah.
goalie. You're actually right on this one.
Smeaton's Tower, yeah.
Smeaton's Tower. You just got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but then it sounds a real name, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it does.
So I
Yeah.
didn't know,
Every one of them
Yeah.
is meant to sound like it should be on the back of a jersey with gloves on. Good. At least you've started well, mate.
Yeah.
You got Smeaton's Tower. You keep your fans happy. Right. Number 2, Russell Osborne.
Goalie.
He's not a goalie. That's DJ Rusky.
So stupid.
Yeah.
DJ
Rusky. Nice.
Osborne.
Yeah. I'd
Was
never
that
have
his
known
actual
his
name,
name.
is it?
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
his actual name. I do all my history, mate. I got to check everything. Fact check. Right. Number 3, Yazid Abu Laila.
You didn't even know how to say that.
No,
one.
it's a hard
Yeah.
one to say that.
Goalie.
Yeah, he is a goalkeeper. Jordan and Al Fasilia, goalkeeper.
Where's he from?
Jordan. I just
Oh,
said
right,
Jordan.
sorry.
That's not his name.
Well, that's what I thought. Jordan Yazid, I thought.
Yeah, nice. It's all right.
Nice. 2 for 3. That's not
2 out of 3. Good
Yeah.
start. Number 4, Will Farquharson.
No goalie.
He's not a goalie, mate. He's a guitarist from Bastille.
Do you know what? Because I remember someone saying so Farquhar about him.
Lord
Sounds
Farquhar.
stupid. Yeah, but that rang a bell, so I just said no goalie. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll take that.
It's only because I see you following Bastille on Instagram. I was like,
because the
oh,
drummer's from Plymouth.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. Yeah, you
Yeah.
follow him as well.
Yeah.
I try and do as much back searching into
Yeah, there
people.
we
So
go.
I even look through all your followers. And it's like,
Nice.
oh, you must be a fan of Bastille. And then I looked at the history.
That
Back.
must have been where it rang a bell then.
That's it. Yeah. So, right, number 5, Halal Hakim.
So you've gone 3 no goalies, but is he going for 4? Is like a mind. No goalie.
He is a goalie. He is Iraq in El Zwar goalie. Don't second guess yourself or my patterns.
No, we're going for a little pattern.
Yeah. Right. Hope Ben's keeping the score here. I think that's 3 out of 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Number 6, Carlos Acevedo. Now, have I gone goalie or goalie? Now, have I gone goalie, no goalie?
What would a striker do on the pens?
Yeah.
Goalie.
He is a goalkeeper, mate. Yeah. That's a good way of working this out, by the way. Mexico and Santos Lagunas goalkeeper. I think he'd go down the left, mate. I'd dive left on him. He played in their last game, mate.
All right.
Yeah, that's what I try and do it as recently as possible.
Yeah.
That he featured in one of their last games.
Some trim that.
Yeah, it's lovely that. See him in a pool party in Vegas. Right, number 7, Anthony Beak.
No goalie.
Wait, Anthony Beck.
Anthony
Let's
Beck.
repronounce
Still
that.
say no goalie.
He is not a goalkeeper. He is strictly judge.
Antoine Dubek. Yeah.
Yes. You're too young to know that.
No, Mum used to stick it on the telly all the
Oh,
time.
nice, yeah. Anton would have been a favourite of the mums out there. And I'm not saying your mum in particular.
I
by
would
the way.
guess as well. I didn't even know that.
Number 8, Marco Canasecci. It's really hard to pronounce some of these, by the way.
Goalie.
Goalkeeper, Italy and Cremonese goalkeeper. Right, you're on 6 out of 8. 2 more to go, right? Number 9, Henry Bonello.
No goalie.
Goalkeeper for Malta and Hamrun. Goalkeeper in Malta.
I thought his first name was too English for that second name.
Yeah, you must recognise him. He played against England recently, I think. Fintrim.
I don't know. Yeah, very good. Yeah.
Claire Balding.
No, I don't know. Mate, I don't know who that is.
No, fair
Couldn't tell
enough.
you.
Right, last one. Robin Gunningham.
No goalie.
He is not a goalkeeper. It's believed that that's Banksy's real name. Street artist.
Yeah. Well, no one knows who he is, does he?
No,
So-
exactly.
Yeah.
So it's allegedly believed.
Nice, I'll take that. Not a bad score.
7 out of 10. Nice. Yes, I got it, Ben. Cheers, mate. Thanks for the prompts. So hard keeping score sometimes, right? Back to proper talk then. What is your earliest memory of being a goalkeeper?
It was just my first football training session, I think it was. Was at my local side. Everyone, you know, like, you want to be a striker, score goals and whatever. No one wanted to go and goal. Just threw my hand up, went in. Did all right. Just stayed in goal, really.
How old were you? Can you remember roughly?
Yeah, I joined the local team when I was about 7, 8. So I've always really been in goal. Yeah, just I used to try and go outfield at half time, swap around with someone, but no one ever would want to. So no, I guess I did enjoy it, but I think it wasn't until I was out 9, 10, joined the academy when I was starting to enjoy it a bit more. Yeah.
So in that transitional period of like finding out with your mates and that you actually enjoy playing in goal, yours was quite quick then, before you got scouted.
Yeah, well, I guess it was. I was only playing local football for 2 years before. I got asked to go to the development centre in Exeter for Argyle, where they just had a look at me for a few weeks and then sent me to Centre of Excellence where it all sort of kick-started and they just asked me to come back again the following week. So
this is one of the things that I really wanted to ask you. Growing up in the Southwest, it's quite limited for the options of developing and that. So like statistically, it must be very hard to come through the academies. Like full credit, like what you've done. Is it hard?
Yeah, no, I would say it is because it's
not a lot of options.
No,
there's
not. The catchment area is tiny, so obviously you got Plymouth, Exeter's up the road. Torquay don't even have an academy anymore. What they used to, and that's it. Truro's not full time. So no
parents are going to commute to Bristol and back.
No, exactly. So you are quite limited in who can snatch you up. So yeah, it can be difficult, but at the same time, I guess you are getting looked at.
But also it being such a large area, do you reckon as a place it should produce more players because it's got so many players to choose from?
Yeah, well, that's the flip side of it, isn't it? That you could get picked up more at a local team, which I'm sure the scouting system do well at the minute as well.
Yeah, and I wanted to ask, when you was coming through, was there a certain moment that you remember from like the academy days that you was like, yes, I'll get my YTS or I will try and make this my job?
I did. I don't think that was until I was quite a bit older, to be honest, because I always played different sports as well. Yep. Growing up, I used to try and play rugby, cricket as much as possible.
Cricket's massive down there, isn't it?
Oh, mate, love it, honestly. I've got a mate who plays for Somerset, so in the off-season, whenever I get a chance, I'll go up on the training and watch him for a day or two. But yeah, no, the club were quite good with me growing up, so say on a Sunday, they'd let me, because we always had 2 goalies growing up, they'd let me play the first half, and then my dad would take me to go play cricket, because I was playing for Devon at the time, which I think helped me personally not take football too seriously growing up, because I think you can get a bit too fixated growing up on one sport.
If it's too much pushed at you and it's too much of a job, it's hard when you're that young.
Yeah, exactly. And my goalkeeping coach, Rhys Wilmot, who was with me the whole way, always said to my dad, make sure he keeps playing all different sports. And I think it paid off because I never got too bored.
Yeah. When you went full-time then, did you find that the adjustment was hard? Or?
Yeah, massively. It's so different, isn't it?
It's so different.
Like, from when you're 16 to training with your age group is one thing, but then when you go with the 18s, it's another. And then you make the step up, train with the first team when you get asked every now and then. I remember I first trained with the goalies when I was 15, and I was like, what on earth is this? It's a completely different world. Like the balls, the pitch, the intensity, the pace of the ball, everything. It's a whole new world, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. That's what I was... With it, you being so young and Plymouth not having a huge academy like process, you must have been joining in very soon with the first team goalkeepers, which obviously would have pushed you more, developed you more. Was there straight away, was you like, oh my God, I need to get better, I need to get sharper, I need to get fitter?
Absolutely, yeah. I think fitness was the main thing, the speed that the Luke McCormick used to get off the floor was ridiculous. And obviously I was like 16, 17, going in with them, not having a lot of, that man strength that you just gain and the techniques. So watching them day in, day out, I was quite fortunate that I got to train with them quite a bit because I was the only apprentice goalie for my age and the year above. So there's no point me going with them and not doing any goalkeeping work. So luckily I could go with Rhys, go with the older goalies and get that experience.
Do you think you learnt a lot off of them?
Massive, yeah.
Have you taken like the habits off of them?
Just there's probably a lot of things that I don't even know that I've taken off and that I use now in training and games. But I remember a few of my first training sessions and the way the lads hit the ball, like And then I went back down with my youth team, and you just catch it, and you're like, that's so soft. The pros hit it so hard.
Yep.
So growing up, that was one big thing that was ridiculous.
And when you were coming into the first team, you'd have got used a lot for the shooting practices and stuff like that.
Oh, mate, my wrist used to just be like
battered,
smashed to pieces. And crossing and finishing as well. They just used to lamp it in as well. They didn't care who was in goal.
Crossing and finishing for any goalie at any level is still horrible. It's
horrendous. There's no
hope.
Nice way of doing it. You just stand there and get pelted.
Yeah, they're crossing it onto the 6-yard box and just hitting it as hard as they can. And you know, if you come for crosses, you get told you're not allowed to. And you're like, what is the purpose of this?
They think you're cheating, but you're not. You just, if a ball's there to go get, you're not going to leave it, are you? But I hate it. I hate crossing and finishing drills. Can't stand them with a passion, because there's no point in a goalie even being there, is there?
So I hate unrealistic shooting drills.
Yeah.
I love shooting drills.
No, yeah, I know.
I'm so strange with it that if it's done at the right speed and the right tempo, and players don't take 4 touches, 10 seconds to take a shot, I lose my head. But I have to like make myself competitive in it. So I have to like have Tourette's, start shouting abuse at the strikers if they miss, or if I catch one, I'll do the fake signature on the ball. You know, like these sort of things really drive me to make the session.
You've got to get yourself into it.
That's it, yeah.
Else, those ones that aren't realistic, if you're not into it, it's hard to get something out of it, isn't it?
So when you're playing, do you find yourself training differently to make sure that you're ready for Saturday? Have you got a different mindset? Yeah,
definitely. I don't do as much kicking when I'm playing. For example, in training,
you don't need to.
No, you're just striking it on match days, aren't you? That's where you get your striking in. But I'd say I don't do as much as the shooting drills. I just think you do a lot of it in your goalie drills, and then your shape and whatever. Anyways, small siders. So I don't want to risk it doing my finger on a Thursday or a Friday doing a shooting drill.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So when you train, I obviously we normally start with a 2-touch, make it competitive. But when you get into that mindset of training and that, you're so young for what you're doing, which is incredible. Do you find it hard mixing with the other goalkeepers because if you're playing, or have you found that you've just got such a good group?
No, that's it. Cal and Parksy. Parksy's been there this season. Cal joined at the start of last season. Mate, Cal's like such a top guy. Unbelievable when I was playing. And after I got injured, knew he was going to be ready. He's been unbelievable since he's played as well. Got to help get us over the line. So he makes it so much easier playing, because you haven't got to worry about him ruining a session or vice versa. When it's the other way around. And Parksy's coming this season, helped training out massively, and then it's just been a great group.
Yeah. Are you competitive, the three of you?
Do you know what I'd say? Yeah, when we're doing foot golf, but it gets competitive.
Good game of foot golf.
Yeah, when we do handball with the net, small ball, that's when it gets aggressive. Yeah. When you get a big spike. Yeah, no, it's a good game that though.
I love foot golf.
Yeah,
it's right up my street. Yeah. Right. I started playing it at Bolton with we had a goalie coach called Lee Butler. Lee Butler, and that was our warm up. We literally would just play foot golf, and then sometimes you'd just forget to do goalkeeping sessions. You'd just be called across.
Mate, so we've got 2 pitches on our training ground, right? So one's on the bottom, and at Harpers you got these big long line of trees, so you can't see the top. It's about 10 meters of elevation as well, and we train on the top, right? So we get out early, get on the top, start a foot golf, and one time we started playing, didn't understand or have a concept of time. We're about 10 holes in. They get called down to the bottom, and we're like, we haven't
touched the ball yet.
No, we haven't caught a ball. And then afterwards, Dad's our goalkeeper coach, like, we cannot do that again. Got to make sure we come out a bit early if we want to do that much. We're playing like a major, mate.
It gets so serious as well, especially I love it. Like, mate, when you make up the holes, you make up the holes yourselves.
Yeah, we each. Yeah, we take it in turns.
And then you say like, the 18-yard box is water. You can't touch the water and stuff. You start doing that?
Or just like if you go there, you're
out of bounds.
Yeah, or Cal will just do marathon holes, mate, because he knows we'll just get bored. So he knows there's a point for him. But yeah, no, like you say, it's unreal when you just make up the holes yourself.
Yeah,
it makes it so much better.
What about head tennis then?
No, we don't do head tennis. No, Daz is rubbish at it.
Is that why? Yeah,
he can't head balls, but like. Yeah, hand tennis is good. Yeah. Me and Karen defeated in that. So
that can get really competitive as well.
That's the best one though for me.
Yeah. Right. Before we carry on, then let's talk some gloves then.
Hi, This is Matt Smith, and this is the glove review on the Yours, Mine, Away podcast.
What are you currently wearing?
HO or hose, Supremo.
What size?
9.5, but I'd say I'm a 10, but I like a tight fitting glove. I know Dave Small, who runs a company. First met him when I was 18, and since then he's been unbelievable with me. Just sends me gloves through. And
It's so important to have a good relationship with your glove company.
Yeah, because I don't feel awkward asking for gloves then. Yeah. And he just pings them through in batches. So no, he's a top man.
How often do you wear new gloves?
I'd say if I go Saturday, Tuesday, that's a pair.
Yeah.
But if it's Saturday, I'll just new pair every week.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, you would do, yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
So how often do you get sent batches?
I'd say
You're not
once
sending
a
a
month.
text every... Yeah, right.
Yeah,
okay,
once a
nice.
month. But he'll send through about 5, 6, 7 pairs. Yeah.
You may as well wear them then, isn't
No,
it?
exactly. Yeah. No, he's top. I just cannot stand the feeling of an old glove.
An old glove,
yeah. It just gets in my head.
See, since some of these pods and some of these interviews, I've started training in really old gloves. I think it was David
Really?
Reyes said it to me.
Yeah.
That like
I saw him say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So wear an old pair, and then I trained in them for a couple of days, and it's like did feel like I was concentrating more, and then I put a new pair of gloves on. I was like, nah, I just like new gloves.
Yeah. If I put an old pair of gloves on, I'd hate the thought of dropping the ball. I just hate dropping the ball. So can't blame the gloves if you got a new pair. Just blame myself.
Yeah. What cut do you wear?
I think they're wrong neck.
Yeah, they're the negative cut, aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. So yeah, quite.
Have you
tight
tried out
fitting.
all different styles?
Yeah, Dave comes down every now and then and shows me what's new and what models he's got. But I've had these for I'd say 3-4 seasons now. I won't change.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just feel comfy in a pair of them.
Yeah, but they're just perfect. Like perfect fit, good grip for the match day, and they're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you look after them?
Just lob them in the wash.
Yeah. Well, you don't really wear them long enough to
Well,
look
no,
after them.
I guess not. But if he sends them through, it's like
No, yeah.
No, but I do make sure I give them away. I don't just lob them in the bin. I just
At the moment, there's a huge thing with like fans after every game, kind of like, can I have your gloves? Can I have your gloves?
Yeah.
They expect them now.
They
Like,
do, yeah.
sometimes that's really hard. If you've had a really good game, you're like, no, I want these ones.
Yeah.
Like, do you want these ones?
Yeah, no, I have had to say no a few
Yeah.
times, especially like when we played Chelsea last year.
Yeah.
Made sure I kept them.
See, like souvenir ones, you do definitely have to keep.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you got any superstitions?
I say I don't, but I do, I guess.
You're going to say the right glove, left glove thing, aren't you? Everyone says
it's
this.
just like getting changed at a certain time and driving the same way to the ground, and it's more routine, I'd say, because I don't think I've got to do that, I've got to do that, else I'm going to
Worry about
play
it,
crap. Yeah, it's just I just like routine and organisation. Yeah.
But that's you psychologically getting ready for what's going to happen in the game.
Yeah, it's not a I wouldn't say I'm superstitious because I know that it's not going to affect the outcome of the game. Yeah.
I'm the same. I just like doing the same warm-up because I feel like that warm-up gets me ready for what I want out of a game.
Yeah.
So but someone else might see that as a superstition. I'm like, no, that's just my routine.
Same warm-up, same order, and it just gets you ready for what you know is a game day. So, yeah.
What about pre-match meals? You got anything weird that you have? You can't be on the caffeine and that yet, can you?
I like a coffee.
Yeah, nice.
No, I do like a coffee, but not too many. It depends because when we're at home, I'll just eat one meal at about 11 o'clock, I'd say.
Yeah.
Which could be like just pasta or whatever, but then we're away. You've got breakfast and you've got pre-match.
The old compulsory meals, and you feel like you force yourself, don't you?
Yeah, I've just started having a big breakfast now and no pre-match because I've always felt if I eat too close, I just feel too full and weighed down. So, yeah, that's changed the season actually.
Goalkeepers generally don't have a lot of pre-match. They like to feel quite empty.
You get them natural butterflies as well.
do,
I struggle to eat close to the game.
Yeah, fair enough. What about your goalie kits? Do you ever try and match your boots and glove combo and stuff?
I have done before, but I'm not too bothered really.
Yeah.
I suppose our colours are a bit weird as well.
Yeah, your kit colours have been weird. You've had some very pink kits, haven't you?
Pink, orange, yellow, just all sorts. So I just like a normal colour boot and not a too flashy glove. Like that's as out there as I'll go, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm a traditional old school. I like white.
Yeah, no, same.
Right, Young Player of the Year in 2020-21 by the Plymouth supporters, and you came second in the senior squad. Right, so you've had such a quick rise. I've actually got loads of your achievements here. Right. It's actually crazy.
Yeah.
Like you again this season, like I said, you won League One Goalkeeper of the Year. You've won League One Golden Glove with Stockdale.
Yeah, joint.
Yeah.
No, that was a good one.
Considering that you've like missed quite a few games in that.
Yeah. Well, the Golden Glove was last season.
Oh, that was last season,
Yeah.
of course it was. Yeah, you kept 18 clean sheets in 46 games. That's mad, that.
Yeah. No, it was good.
Yeah.
But that got blown out of the water this year. I think Christian Walton got like 23 or 24 or something mad. It's so high, isn't it?
Do you take pride in that, or do you just think that's just a team effort?
No, I do sort of dismiss like personal accolades, to be honest. Just winning the title just means so like 100 times more. I'd throw all them away to get another title, whatever league. Because that's what you play for, isn't it?
I'm the same, apart from I like to keep my clean sheet records in my head.
Yeah. No, you obviously don't want to concede the goals, but no, I do put a lot of clean sheets down to the defence as well, because you can think about the amount of times you probably played and you won 2-0 and you haven't had to make a save.
Nothing. Yeah,
exactly.
They're the best games, though.
They are, absolutely. I'd rather never touch a ball again just win and keep it clean. No.
They are my favourite games. I'd hate to win 4-1, right, and have had the best game of my life. I'd rather play like in a 2-0 game and just done nothing.
Completely agree. Yeah.
That's like how the psychology of goalkeeping is so strange that we'd like to just be quiet.
Yeah.
Like anyone that talks about a goalkeeper, it's almost like a negative effect.
Yeah.
Because you shouldn't really talk about a goalie. We're there to be anti-fun.
I think if you're not getting mentioned, you're doing good.
Yep.
And as soon as you start chasing the ball, that's when when you want to get too involved in the game, that's when you start making mistakes, in my opinion.
Well, that's where like the levels of consistency that obviously you're playing to now, that you must feel comfortable in your defence, knowing that relationship's there, that you know in your own performance what your attributes are, and for you to have already learned that at 23 is incredible. Yeah,
I'd say I've learnt to play to my strengths. But, when the defenders that have been there last season, this season, it's been good to not have to build too many relationships this time around. Obviously, there's been a few loanies come in. But, it's nice to have a familiarity with your back line, and you know what each other's going to do more often than not as well, without even having to say anything, because most of the time you can't hear much when we're at home. So to have that sort of understanding is so key. Yeah.
So you're coming through at Plymouth then, but being linked with transfers already. Is that something that you ever listen to?
No, but you can't help but hear it, just because it always gets brought up.
You must feel slightly different than a lot of footballers out there, that because you've got kind of an allegiance because you've came through, and if that's your natural progression and that happens, that will happen.
Exactly. That's all it is.
Out of the realms of your control.
Yeah, absolutely. I've always been under contract, and I've always been really grateful and happy to be under contract at the club I've been at forever. So as long as we keep playing and keep going the way we are, I'm more than happy.
Yeah, with Plymouth being a bit of a sleeping giant anyway, hopefully now that with this promotion that they can kick on and you can carry on playing and play a lot more games for the club and develop that way.
Exactly. I'm only 23 as well, and I just want to get my knee right now too. So get that right, get playing again, and just see what happens.
What does the rehab look like for your knee at the moment?
Good. It's not actually boring anymore. It was getting a bit stagnated, but no, getting on the Oak treadmill. We're going like a bit heavy with the squats and all the RDLs and things like that. And a lot more plyometrics recently. Managing to get more hops in on and off boxes. It's only little things, but to be able to feel like you're jumping again and running upstairs, it's a good feeling.
Yeah. You only ever look for small gains when you're injured,
exactly.
don't you?
Yeah, just little incremental ones that just give you a little win in your head. Yeah, just ticks the week off real quick again.
Do you enjoy being in the gym or not?
Do actually.
Do you? Yeah. I can tell you love it, don't you?
Yeah. It's obviously not great when you're in the gym on a Saturday morning and you've got to go to the ground and watch the boys play because you want to be playing. But no, it's not been too bad. I've got a great physio department as well that have been unbelievable with me since it's happened. So yeah, big shout out to Gaz.
Yeah, nice. Do you do any specific goalkeeping gym stuff? Have you got any like tips out there for young goalkeepers that you thought? I tell you what, when I was coming through, that's really benefited me.
Just plyometrics. If like any footballer, don't train like a bodybuilder.
Yeah,
it's so pointless. Like just pumping weights for the point of it is so pointless. Things like plyometrics and calisthenics are so important because they really do give you that power and explosiveness. especially like, you know, plyometrics with jumping and all that sort of stuff for goalkeeping is so important, and it does transfer into playing so well.
Yeah, that's one of the things
Yeah.
I always make sure that young goalkeepers are doing fast feet work. They're doing plyometrics, just little hops and stuff like that. I love the TRX because I don't
Yeah.
like doing weights anymore.
No.
I just hate picking up weights. So I'm
Yeah.
like, if I can just do shoulder strengthening exercise and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think my problem is I actually love doing weights.
Yeah.
So staying off it,
Every time you say weights, you get a little spark in your eye, by the way.
like, because I've done it before, and I got so stiff in my shoulders, mate. My shoulder mobility at the start of the season was horrendous. Could hardly like get it over just because I was just too busy
Benching.
Yeah, benching and shoulder pressing, just thinking, oh, it's get a bit of size beneficial. But no, it's important, I think, a little bit when you're growing up to do your weights and stuff. But you don't want to get too stuck in trying to get muscles and whatever. It's more important.
Do you feel like football's changing already
Yeah.
from how you came through?
Massively. Just everything from the diet, you know.
The level of details, I
yeah.
find, yeah.
It's things like the video. How mad's that? Like, we get sent through about 3 different clips on the defenders and then the attackers and then the pens. It's just, you know, that wasn't even really a thing a few, like 5 years ago, you know, getting constant clips through. So I think that's been the big main thing, all the data and the analysis that we get now.
Do you like doing that stuff?
Not really, no.
No,
But Daz knows that as well.
Yeah.
He knows not to send me like clips that are too long because anyone can do anything on any given day, can't they?
That's the thing, yeah. It's hard to, you can't predict outcomes in our world.
No.
So watching clips of a striker shoot from 50 yards that he might not ever do again, that's where you're like, I'm a bit lost here.
Yeah.
What about penalties though?
Yeah, we go through it as a unit. Cal's got an unbelievable record with penalties as well. He saved 3 in the shootout at Papa John's this year. So, to be honest, I do let him just pick it. I'd rather him choose. Because, to be fair, we don't really give many away. I haven't had to face too many, fingers crossed, touch wood. So, yeah, we go through it, but I don't look into it too extensively.
And
On percentages.
do you think he does then? Do you think he sees something different? Like the run-ups are different? Or
That's what he looks at. He's really good at reading run-ups and trends and stuff like that. So, yeah, just let him decide.
Yeah, I know. I like looking at that stuff. I like looking at the way they throw their arm. You know, like this.
Yeah, he'll point something like that out, and I'll just be like, never saw that.
Never, yeah.
Yeah, didn't even clock it.
See, I think that there's like a massive relationship between where the opposition players stand. So if there's 4 one side and only 2 the other, there's more chance that they're trying to follow him for rebounds.
Yeah.
Also, where the fan placement is, they like to go and celebrate with their own fans, so they actually curve their run.
Yeah,
I've looked at all
That's
this sort of
mad.
stuff. I actually love looking at
Yeah.
it. I think it's like really detailed stuff that once someone's a geek about it, they're a proper geek about it.
yeah. No, things like that I haven't even thought about. But you see, every goalkeeper has it on their bottle now as well.
Yeah, they do.
This
Yeah,
guy always bring it up like, oh, he's done his homework, but everyone does it.
everyone's
Yeah.
been doing it for years.
Yeah.
Or they sellotape it in the towel and then fold the towel up.
Yeah.
Jordan Pickford's the one. Obviously, everyone sees his massive Lucozade bottle, don't they?
He does it for bright colours as well,
Yeah.
put it off in colour.
But he has the percentages and everything.
Yeah, I saw that. Because obviously they made a big deal out of it with the Madison penalty. I thought it was quite a good way of reading it, actually, just percentage of where he's going to go. I think it broke it down quite well.
Hedge your bets.
Yeah.
Yeah. When do you think you'll be training again?
It's
Because you're going to be back
difficult to
early for
say.
pre-season, aren't you?
Yeah, exactly. Luckily, I've got quite an extensive pre-season. I know obviously getting serious injuries not ever ideal, but I've looked at it when I got injured and I said it's probably the perfect time to do it because there's a chance of getting back for the start of the season. Obviously with 3 months off, no competitive games. So if I can get on the grass, June, not even kicking a ball, but getting running on the grass again with cones and all that sort of stuff would be huge.
Yeah. And you've just got to rely on the trust of your medical team. And
Yeah.
you did have one of the best surgeons in the world, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. I'm seeing him again next week, so I'm looking forward to that, seeing what he says.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just taking it easy and not rushing it. Yeah.
Cool. Right, finally, what's the Goalkeepers Union mean to you?
Respect, I think, because it is so different. It's so difficult. It's its own sport in football. So yeah, I'd say respect. You know, when you see each other after the game, you always said no, I'd say well done and all that sort of stuff.
Even
it's
the
just
moment
that-
you go and speak to the other goalkeeper,
Yeah.
it's weird. You just have that
you just know. It's like you feel like you know each other, but you never talk to each other. It's just that unity in that bond, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I'm going to end it there, but I hope your recovery goes really well.
Oh, cheers,
what a lovely person you are, mate, and I hope you have the best time in Vegas. I'm
Fingers
sure
crossed,
you will,
yeah,
mate.
I'm sure we will.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. I want you to fire me a text after a couple of days and let me know how it's going.
I'll get a couple of videos for you.
Yeah, nice. I want them, right. Thanks a lot, mate.
Cheers
Really
for having
appreciate
me
you coming on.
I appreciate it.
And you've got massive things ahead. I can't wait to see what you do, mate.
Thank you. Cheers.
Right, this has been the Yours, Mine, Away podcast with me, Mark Howard. Mike Cooper, everybody. Thanks a lot.
No, thanks for having me. Cheers.
Please make sure you go like and subscribe and give us a 5-star rating if you've enjoyed the pod. Thanks a lot, guys.
What a save from Mark Howard.